mean to startle you. It's just me, the best big brother in the whole world, already dolled up, ready to take you trick-or-treating. But before we go trick-or-treating, Mum said you're going to Mrs. Jefferson's party? Yeah, and she also told me, you can confirm, that you wanted to be a carved pumpkin as your costume. That's right. No, yeah, wicked. Now, of course, I can do that for you very easily. The most capable hands here. But I guess I have a few questions for you. First and foremost, are you okay to do it now? I know there's like cars running in the background, there's birds going off. Is that alright with you? Wicked, yeah. Okay, and the second thing is, what sort of carved pumpkin did you want to look like? Are you envisioning like that sort of scary, ghoulish carved pumpkin, like you just wanted to be a human body, scary pumpkin head, or are you envisioning a little more cutesy, scary, like ookie spooky, kakuki kind of look, or dare I say, are you envisioning a glamorous pumpkin? What's your vision? Okay, a little bit of glamour in the shaping, but you want it a little more cute in the eyes, a little ghoulish in the mouth. Okay, a bit of everything. I like that, and I can do that, of course. Well, what time is the party? Okay, so plenty of time. I guess we can start now. You can sit in the look, see if you like it, see if it matches your costume. Do you have just the pumpkin costume lying around? Okay, yeah, wicked. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with priming your face. So is it alright if I get close, mush your face a little bit? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. So this is just a clear primer. I warm it up in my hands. It's just so your look will stay for the whole night as I paint it on. And you know, might get some more clients out of this. Alrighty, I'm coming in close now. So, just gonna begin there. This side, this lower half. The birds are so loud today, right? It's spooky season. They're all the witches' ravens, sending messages, collecting ingredients. Okay, and forehead. Got a big forehead, big brains. Oh, some big cheeks as well. Okay, that is priming done and dusted. Now, because pumpkins are primarily orange, I don't actually have to put a foundation on you today, or concealer for that matter, which is pretty lucky. I don't actually have an orange tone base product, funnily enough, but when Mum told me that you were wanting to become a pumpkin and by today, I thought, you know what, I can do that with the orange lipsticks that I have, because my lipstick is built for the lips, and the lips are some of the most sensitive skin on your face, besides under your eyes. And I thought, you know what, mixing my orange blushes and mixing my orange lipsticks, I'm bound to like be able to get something that resembles a pumpkin. That's my plan anyway. Did you have a particular way of going about becoming a pumpkin? No? This is your first time, right? Becoming a pumpkin. What were you last year? That's right. Well, I forgot about that. Alright, so I've got some orange lipsticks here. They're different shades, so I can give you some depth and dimension. And I'm going to apply with a beauty blender. Got some itsy bitsy ones here for you. They look a little dirty, but they're perfectly clean. It's just got some stains on it. So there's this one, or this one. Looks like a little poop, don't you reckon? Which one would you prefer? Or you can use this one that I used for my own makeup today. I mean, we're siblings, so it's like totally hygienic to share. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, no, can do. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go in and go tap, 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 tap. Working in sections, making sure it's working. The primer's gonna help it all stick. Okay. So, just applying to the back of my hand. Nature gives you all the tools you need, really. The back of my hand is like a palette. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with your forehead, but can I just ask, do you want your eyebrows covered? Do you want them to be reshaped? No, can do. Awesome, so gonna tap, 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 alright. How's that feeling? Yeah, it does smell a little chocolatey. It's setting you up for tonight's bountiful hunt. Okay, and I'm just gonna go down the nose now. Okay. And the cheeks. This might take some time because you have really big cheeks. Which is perfectly fine. It's a family trait. I used to not like my big cheeks, you know. And sometimes I still cover them up with makeup looks. But you learn to love parts of yourself in time. Okay. And the Belgium. Gotta work fast with lipstick. And on the chin. You're doing great, you're doing great. Okay, let me just touch up. And there's some parts where I want a little more coverage. Now this other lipstick is actually a little more wet looking. The other one was a liquid lipstick, super matte. But this one, it just has a sort of glossy look, so I might have to powder it. But just dabbing on, making sure it matches that shade. It's looking really nice. And I tap, tap, tap. And just put them on the high points on your cheeks. Okay. And you know some dimension and depth back, which I love. And then I have this other orange blush, and it's more like this burnt orange, almost coppery kind of vibe. So that's gonna be the inverse. It's like we're contouring right now, but instead of contouring to your face, we're contouring to what a pumpkin would look like. What fun. And I'm just gonna use a smaller brush because I just want to be more specific and more detailed. Okay, I'm getting up a little bit closer so I can really get the details in. And I'm just loading up my brush now with the darker shade. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Topping your temple, give your face some definition, because you still want to look good, you know what I mean? Never sacrifice looking good for looking like a pumpkin. Our father always said that. He has never once said those words, don't believe me. Okay. Yeah, it's popping a little bit. Alright. The second, so what do you even call those? The curvatures of the pumpkin. But it has a name. Yep. Side of that curve. Yep. And the chin. The chin is the most important part. Okay. And then this curvature. Okay. Okay, and then this side of the temple. I need to load up a little bit more. Tap on the excess. Okay. There we go. I honestly think that we have got the base down pat. Shall we move on to the detailing of the eyes, the smile? Awesome. Let me go get my other thing. Alright, I am back. I am back, and I've got some palettes that I reckon we could use for your eye makeup. Now, of course, because you're doing it a little more cutesy with the eyes, we're not going to go completely panda-like how I've gone, but I think we do need to incorporate some black in there, give you some more depth, and then, in mixture with the black, I've also got some dark blues and dark purples that could be nice, as well as, dark browns, dark greys. And I thought, the blue and purple, because you've got an orange base right now, the blue is an opposite colour in the colour spectrum as this sort of purple to orange, give you that nice contrast, give it a sort of softer, more campier feel, if that's the route you want to go. But if you want to go a little scary, definitely consider sticking to the black, and then maybe we could do yellow on the inside, as if we've put the candle inside the pumpkin. Yeah, how does that sound? Awesome. Alrighty then, if we're doing that, I always say start with the lightest colour, because it is easier to darken something, much harder to lighten something. And so we can be a little messy with this one actually. So I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush. So many to choose from. Let's see. Okay, I think I've got one. And I'm gonna use the yellow here. Actually, now that we say yellow, I do have another palette we could use. Our favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've got a palette So, just here. Okay. Alrighty. We can use the air element. Yeah. Okay. And this is going to be like glowing embers. So I'm going to start with this eye first, alright? Close your eyes for me. Thank you. And I'm just being slightly messy with it, keeping it on the top half. Doing sort of following the curvature of your eye on the bottom half, just where your eye will be. I think the yellow will also contrast nicely with the natural colour of your eye. Make them pop, give you that piercing stare. Oh, was that my tummy or yours? Have you eaten yet? You better eat before you eat all that candy, because I do not want to deal with you tomorrow being all sick from eating nothing but sugar, and then I have to clean up. Trust me, I've been through it all. You will have enough room to eat candy, I promise. Is Mrs. Jefferson serving any food? She's such a good cook. Yeah, no, her sister was in my grade. She's been throwing parties at the house for years. Hope she does a theme this year as well. Okay. Continuing. And now even looking at this palette, I see there's like orange and reds that we could use. Let's do orange to mimic the fire, and it's got glitter, so I will use my hands. This one. Okay, ready. Okay, and then I might revisit this palette to touch up your base afterwards, but for now let's stick with the eyes. Okay, now that we've got the embers, let's do the dark shadowy edge, and for that I will use the black, I reckon, in this palette. So the black just here, I reckon that'll be nice, and I'm going to use the same brush so it sort of blends a little easier. This formula is a little powdery, so I do have to tap off the excess. And I'm just going around the sort of orbital bone, feeling out the hollows of your eye at this point. So it's going to go down a little more on the chin. I'll clean it up afterwards if I do end up making a mess. But thank you always for letting me do your makeup and letting me improve my skills. Very grateful for you. It's like a nose contour when you do the inner corner like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, keeping it going. And you know what? The yellow in this palette is calling my name as well, so I'm just gonna get it on the pinky. It's called Warm Light. Padding so as to not get a muddy look. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your eyes looking really good now. Yeah. I am satisfied. I am very satisfied with the eyes actually. I think with the nose, I'm just gonna do a sort of black triangular nose that you always see in pumpkin carvings, and then just do like a dot of yellow in the middle to act as both highlight and also to continue that theme of as if the candle's on the inside of the pumpkin. So with that one, I'm just gonna do a dark grey. I'm just using my neutrals palette, getting a dark greyish black almost, and I'm just gonna squeeze the brush like this so I can have a little more control. And I'll start with the wider part of your nose, so doing it at the bottom, and then doing the triangle outline here. Yeah, that's it. Very nice. And then just sort of filling in with a light dusting, trying to keep the center of the triangle as clear as possible for that yellow warmish glow of a dot of a highlight. Yeah. Very nice. And that yellow. Okay. And I might just have to layer that. And you know what? Still not satisfied. I think there needs to be a little bit of shimmer there. So I'm going into this shade here, which is actually a duochrome, but it's a duochrome between yellow and orange. So no matter what way you look, you're actually gonna still maintain that illusion of the candle. In fact, it might even look more fire-like with it changing. But how are you feeling so far? You alright? Yeah, nah, you look wicked in my eyes. Now the mouth. Okay, the mouth. So are we just wanting to do a thin line, or do you want it to be like a carved mouth, fake teeth and everything, or what's the... Just a slightly smaller one, some illusion of some teeth carved out from pumpkin. Can do. You'll just have to smile with your lips closed to maintain it, because you've got such pearly whites, they're gonna shine through. Let me think how to do this, because we've got the candle on the inside. Yep, got it. So I'm just gonna do the hollows of your cheeks in the darker color. As we get more to the center, we're gonna do the same thing with the yellow, the orange, and I think that's gonna work. And then I'll go over again with the orange lipsticks, orange blushes, and orange contours to get that illusion of the teeth. So let's use this brush again, but this time I'm going to lean more into the brownish grey, just so you don't look so dead like. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Just hold a neutral face for me, please. Let it all rest. Release all your tension. Let it drop. Do you need help relaxing? So just let your face muscles relax and drop and rest and be a neutral face. Thank you. Starting with this hollow of the cheek. Yeah, so I'm just powdering in where I can actually feel there is no bone underneath. And that's how I'll be able to keep it matched up on each side. Yeah. Just with this cheek here. Okay, and then going into this cheek here, following the contours. We sort of want it darkest at the deepest point, right? So it'll be around here. If the light source is here and it gets closer to the bone here, the darkest point will be somewhere in the middle, right? And then we just sort of blend outward from that. Thinking I'm going to use my orange liquid blush and I'm going to layer that on top of the powder. Because that way it's going to stick a little more and pop out, look a little more lifelike. So it's this texture's a little slimy. It's sort of like just a skincare infused liquid blush. So just sliding that over the powder. It's not looking too muddy, but I can see it becoming a little muddy. I'm gonna clean that up with the orange powder that we used in your eye and your nose. Alrighty. That's looking good. I don't have a yellow liquid blush. Funnily enough, not a popular product on the market, but that's no matter because we can use a makeup wipe, I think, and sort of start anew in the center. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I've got the makeup wipe. We're just gonna clean your mouth now. Yeah. So we're just cleaning off that powder. Just on this part here. I think that's now cleared. So we still have the dark powder on the edges bleeding into that sort of orange serum blush that I had put around there, and now you just have skin toned lips again. I'm gonna put the lip balm, gonna apply the yellow powder, blend into orange powder, blend that into the dark powder that we had used, and then gonna go in with the lipstick and create just a tooth here, a tooth there. Just gonna apply the lip balm, clear as day, over your lip, and it's gonna help the powder stick. Just gonna find a clear brush for this yellow powder. Okay, it's a bit big, but it will do. So we're just doing this yellow powder. I really love this shade. It's like a marigold, and you look so good in it. Okay, just going over the lips again. Might tickle, but the bristles won't hurt. Over the lips, over the lips. A sweeping of the lips. Yellow's a bit of a harder colour to get to show up. So I'm just going to do 2 layers, okay? So a sweeping of your lips. A sweeping of your lips. And how does that feel? Still hydrated with the lip balm, but it is showing up really nicely. Yeah, it is, for real. And I'm going to use the same brush, and we're going to go into the orange now. Okay. Now with the orange, it's just going to be slightly above, going more into your cheeks, under your lip here. Okay, there we go. And then using that brush from before, no extra product, business cards, right? You hand them out. A trade for a trade. They give you candy. You give them my business card. How are you getting to Mrs. Jefferson's? Mum's driving you. Okay. I think I'll meet you after the party. As you kids go for trick-or-treating, I'll come help chaperone, help Mrs. Jefferson out. Because you lot can be very rowdy. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Make sure the look stays, because I'll be checking it. Alrighty. Happy Halloween.